Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle and I'm here to do a reading for Aries in all placements. um, and yeah, it's general, and as usual, you are my guinea pig. So I'm trying something new. Might have done this once before, but I'm going to do a 9-card spread. It's just see what's going on with you. Of course, take what resonates. If it doesn't, I have lots of other videos you can feel free to check out. They're all timeless and all placements. And Jojo made it. Good morning. And Rest Mojo is here too. Thanks so much for being here. Rest Mojo, by the way, has some really great meditation videos that I've really been enjoying. So check those out. Okay, so here we go. 9-card spread. I'm going to be using the Tarot of Mystical Moments. As usual, I'm trying to create space. All right. So I'm going to lay these out first and then speak to them. King of Cups. King of Pentacles. The Lovers. Gemini. King of Cups, that's water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the King of Pentacles, that's air. Not air. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Aries is here. Good morning. Queen of Cups. Wow. Underneath the King. That's a divine couple right there. It's a dynamic duo. The 5 of Cups. That's the central theme. Knight of Swords. Again, there's our air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a lot of characters in this. 9 of Pentacles. King of Swords. 3 kings. Wow. That's arrogant. And that's the female king. And the 2 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we've got 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So there's some kind of loss here. Some you're grieving something that, yeah, it's something that you put a fair amount of energy, time, love into, that yeah, something died on the vine. And it could be a love situation. It could be romantic in nature, um, where you're grieving the loss of somebody from your life and moving to a place of being more independent, getting back to yourself, focusing on what's important to you, spending a lot of time on self-care. Um, yeah, just whatever happened here, whatever grief you're experiencing, either you lost a part of yourself in the grieving process, or this connection that you came out of, or have been coming out of, you lost yourself in that. And so it's just, you're getting back to who you are, building up your resources, feeling better about yourself, or you will be. You could have been dealing with somebody who has water in their chart. Um, you could also have water in your chart where you felt a lot of love for this person, or, they did for you. Maybe it was very mutual, but for whatever reason, it ended, or there's some kind of sadness around it. Maybe maybe it's one of those things where somebody had to move, um, because of circumstances or something. The King of Cups, he's carrying this ship, and it's like somebody went away. Somebody had to they I don't know, maybe they decided they needed to just go travel for a while, or move somewhere else, whether it was because they did it on purpose, or is that the right way to say it? Or like I said, it was circumstances. I should hold these up. I'm sorry. Yeah. So what I'm looking at here is, yeah. And so it's like there's, or maybe you decide that you need to get out of Dodge because of some loss that you're experiencing. And it could be grief around like needing to leave someplace where you've established yourself, um, knowing that there's something better that you're moving towards. Somehow maybe you're thinking about where you're going to go to next, or you're being forced to move somewhere and you're considering that, or maybe you have some options. But no matter what, there's this sadness around this moving on, whether this is you or somebody else doing this. And so right now your thoughts are around what has happened with this person. It feels like love. It doesn't have to be. The Lovers is a choice. um if it's not love, this is, I feel like you are thinking about somebody who was significant in your life. There's a strong connection here between the two of you. You could have been like business partners, could have been romantic also, where you both were kind of at the top of your game. You both, in this king energy. Um, and there's just, yeah, there's a lot of contemplating. Maybe you're thinking about how someone did leave, or why they left. Maybe somebody went through some kind of transformation where sometimes people grow apart, or new opportunities come up. And yeah, you're just kind of you're kind of thinking about what happened here. So the reality of the situation is the Queen of Cups, let's see, Five of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So it could be the kind of thing that whatever happened here needed to happen for you to grow, and there's some kind of healing around this. The Queen of Cups is so nurturing, so loving, and she's learned to heal herself, which allows her to help others heal. So it's like again, I'm not sure about trying to get my brain around this. It's like, we have this love and loss. There's compassion around someone who's mourning the loss of something. Compassion for someone, whether this is you or them. And there's some really fast, it could be fast communication, or after a period of time of grieving, it's like kind of being like, okay, I've spent enough time here in my emotions. Now I'm going to kind of get up out of that, get up onto the cloud, catch some kind of um I'm not going to think of the word right now. The airstreams, and just like ride that wave, like move out of the emotions and into the head, into start thinking more logically about how to move forward, how to get some kind of justice in the situation, how to cut through things that have been cloudy or not clear, you know. Maybe, yeah, it's like there has been this period of time of trying to nurse something back to health. Maybe it's just a part of you. Maybe there's somebody here who's helping you to heal. Anyway, in your subconscious, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. This, again, this situation has helped to bring you back to yourself, which makes me think you lost yourself somewhere along the way. Maybe you got so caught up in in your emotions, that it was hard to think straight. It was just a big muddled mess because there was all emotions and not enough logic and reason. And so here you come back to yourself, being very practical, getting grounded, doing what you need to for yourself to build yourself up, build your finances. You're getting very clear on the truth of the matter, looking at things very honestly, being very honest with yourself as well as honest with others. And you're thinking about, from this very practical, logical place, what's your next move? Where are you going to? Is your next move literal? Are you going to relocate and go somewhere else? Um, you're you feel very strongly, or you already know that you are going somewhere, and you're at this point now where you're like, okay, I'm making my list, my pros and cons list. What's the next best direction for me? So in the past, we have the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Oops. Yeah, here's this couple. So you could have been with somebody who you felt was your match. Could also be where you met someone who was your match. But at that time, you were more focused on your work, on yourself. Maybe you were kind of like enjoying being single, not being yeah, like stuck to anybody. I don't like that word, but it's like there you were enjoying your freedom to live your life how you wanted. This could be this person too. Where it was like it was this recognition, oh my God, this is my person, this is my match, but I'm really good on my own. Or you met someone who was really good on their own and you were just like, wow, you know, this is somebody who's worth my time, worth my effort because like this like you both know how to fill your own cup. You were both very emotionally balanced and there was no like pulling on one another like, oh, I need you to make me happy. And maybe that's a part of what's happened here is because we have these two kings. Because of the king energy, there could have been like maybe this was somebody else that was in the picture where um two kings can butt heads because they're at the same level. Like they both have they're action oriented, they know what they want, they know how to go and get it. And there could be power struggles, that kind of thing. As always, take what resonates. Of course, you know your story best. But so presently we have the King of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the King of Swords. I'm kind of feeling like, okay, so if you embody one of these, I don't know why, but I feel like you're the, well, I don't know. Okay, so I could read this a couple of ways. So this could be either you or who you're dealing with. Somebody with a lot of earth in their chart, like I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, where there's a loss, there's a grieving over somebody who's very abundant, at the top of their game, like I said, kind of the a boss or a, yeah, like somebody who is very self-made and well off. And there's this sadness here that somebody is trying to rise up out of, because again this extraction from the emotions and getting into that more logical mindset. Now with it being the female king, there's still an element of receptivity and nurturing. It's not just a single-minded go 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 kind of energy, even though there is an element of that, because it's that female energy is much more receptive and open. I think in general a little bit more nurturing. um and by the way, there's no gender in tarot. Anybody can embody these energies. um Now this could also be where let's say this is you, and you are grieving some kind of loss, maybe a loss of status, a loss of money, a loss of a job, and but it's helping you, like, in order to move forward, you're learning how to, it's like shedding light on the situation, weaving light into what has happened. And again, pulling yourself out of the emotions and into, really thinking about things very logically and figuring out how you're going to strategize your next moves. Okay. So In the near future, we've got the Lovers, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Wands. This is about you making a choice. And it's like, maybe you've made your pros and cons list. You have thought about things long enough that you have a sense of where you want to go, what you want to do. Both of these are about making a choice. And it's like, kind of, you get this impulsive energy to just go for it. Okay, yes, I'm going to move. Yes, I'm going to make some kind of offer to someone in my life who I really care deeply about. Maybe you want to relocate towards somebody, or towards, where somebody is. Um or go actually travel to them, because this is a very quick energy, and it's like getting on your horse and galloping as fast as you can because of having made some kind of decision. So, and it's like, if this is romantic, you went from one situation, one, yeah, like, you thought this was the person you wanted to be with, but then things broke down somehow. And with the new person, who's much more of a match for you in a way, you're realizing that's the choice you want to make. And you're just, you kind of, it's almost this impulsive energy where you're just like, okay, you're communicating with this person about how you want to go visit them, how you want to move towards them in some way, be near them, be closer to them, something like this. So let me finish off with, what do I want to finish with? I'll do the elemental oracle, right? Right? Yeah. Rock, endurance, number 20. Outer core, fluidity, number 12. And gravity, groundedness, 39. These two, what is it? Rock and endurance and the groundedness. It's both of these have this very earthy, grounded energy. It's like, you're coming back to yourself, like I said. You're understanding, like, this situation has taught you how to endure, maybe how to be a rock for yourself or for others in your life, how to not be so emotionally knocked over by things. And you're rising, yeah, because the rock, and then she's rising up out of the water, she's coming out of the water. This is you coming out of this grief, this sadness, realizing there are still some blossoms left there. They are not all is lost. And anytime we deal with loss, it is important to grieve. And then at a certain point, it's like, okay, I've processed what I need to process, and now shaking it off, shaking off the water, and you're better for it. This is a bit of a glow up. It's realizing that you have the ability to stand strong, stand tall. You have gotten you have fortified your strength. You understand much more how strong you are. I've had to really dig deep, and this has allowed you to build up. And these butterflies are holding her up. It's like there's this there's this very grounded energy, feeling stable, feeling there's a resting. Maybe wherever you're relocating to there, because there's all these animals around. Maybe you're going somewhere in the world where there's, you're closer to nature. This transformation that you're going through, you are supported. You are supported by the energies around you, by the universe. You're being watched and held up so that you don't fall back into old ways. You're coming back to yourself, which I really love. That feels like the biggest theme here. Processing the grief and moving on, moving up. So anyway, there it is. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah! Thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.